Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going to be doing a review on DS Laboratories. This is something that's, I would say, a little bit more of like a left fielder in terms of the typical pomades we review here on this channel. I said yes to this just because I know, for one, I'm just going to review it purely on a styling capability and just how we've been doing it for the other products. But I also said yes to reviewing this because it's just a very interesting, I guess, realm or industry or field, whatever you want to make of it, just to see how hair loss is, in a way, being researched, how it's being treated, and all that. Just because I took a look at DS Laboratories, how they're, like, how the companies run, like what they do to really back up what they say. It's a lot of science, and there's only so much I can do in terms of confirming what they say. But I did watch a bunch of lectures on hair loss, how hair loss is done, how it comes, how it's treated, how it's prevented. Overall, I just know a lot of what DS Laboratories has put on their website is scientifically, and, like, not scientifically, I would say clinically proven and suggested to essentially work. But if you guys are more interested in that, definitely go on their site. They have a bunch of hyperlinks on the clinical studies done. I just took a quick glance at, like, a lot of NIH and, like, what's the other, just medical journals on what, like, minerals can help your hair, or like what can you do to prevent it. And just like, yo, there's a lot of stuff being done out there just to understand this. And long story short, it's hella complicated. But yeah, today we're just going to be reviewing the DS Laboratories hairstyling gel. Yeah, I mean, overall it's like super interesting to me. So let's go ahead and take a look at the jar. Taking a look at the dispenser, we see that it comes in a 3.4 ounce, or the standard 100 milliliters, as we see with most or more like international products. It comes with this very like matte feeling sticker label. At first I thought it was like part of the actual, I guess, container itself, but it's a sticker label, so they got me. Get a nice little kind of metallic print here. Everything else is a matte finish. They have their signature like orange color. DS Laboratories, what the product does and what it could potentially benefit you. We have a bunch of different directions and indications in various languages, the ingredients and expiration date. So other than that, I don't have much to say. Pretty standard dispenser, lock, open. So if you want to open it, sorry, my hands are weak, and use it, it's gonna come out pretty quick. And the product itself is super watery, so you guys see in a bit that this kind of translates to a very lightweight hold. Let's go ahead and style, baby. A lot of the reviews say that it's like a light hold. Some say it's a medium hold. Some say it's like, I need more hold, which means this product is going to be a super light product for my type of hair, just because of how heavy it is. So if you guys take a look, it's about 4 to 5 inches right now, I think. Yeah, that's about right. About 4 to 5 inches. And yo, I need like a heavyweight product to really style things. So we're gonna try something different, just in terms of like cleaning things up, or like just combing it to the side or something. But I've used this for about 2.5 weeks now, and it's a good pre-styler. Let's just put it that way. As a standalone product, it might be more like beneficial for those who are just trying to find something to kind of keep things tidy. It's not necessarily going to be like a matte paste or anything, where it's just like going to be a standalone complete styler. I know it's a styling gel, but it's definitely for a super laid back look. So I'm going to do about 1.5 pumps So once you pump it out, it's gonna smell like freaking, you ever had like Melona, the ice cream bars, Melona bars? That's what it kind of smells like, but like an apple version. So it's a water-based product. Applying it's gonna be super easy. It's like hella runny coming out the jar. So as you guys can see, it's just like gonna be a super light product. For this, this is essentially all I can really do. You guys see, like, things just kind of fall and like not really hold things down. There is a little bit of hold because like obviously my face is still shown, but if you guys really wanted something that's more of a standalone product, you might need to add something else on top of it. So let's go ahead and use the blow dryer and see what we get. Cool. So super light, like completely light. Let's go ahead and, so not much has changed for me. Let's see. As you guys can see, it's like got a decent amount of volume. Things are held out of place, but they're not gonna stay there for sure. Let's see. So if you guys had like a lot lighter hair compared to mine, you would be able to style it pretty well. This is like super light of a hold, so I can see where people are saying that, yeah, you're gonna need more hold, or like they requested to get more hold. But in terms of styling, it's definitely not a good fit for my hair. But if I put on like just a matte paste or like a clay, it does help give it a little bit of extra hold, just because obviously it's there already. It's a good amount of volume. It's gonna be a matte finish. The smell is a little bit strong coming out of the jar or the bottle. I'd say it's like a candy apple kind of thing. That's why I like referred it to the Melona bars. It's just like a very sweet, like, yeah, it's just green apple basically. I could be wrong. I'm not really good with fruit, but even with the blow dryer, I can get this with a lot of like the sea salt sprays. So like that's a good way to kind of compare it. The amount of weight, the amount of styling, the amount of control, and just the sheer endurance of the product is very comparable to like a sea salt spray. It's just a super light essence of a product. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. So the DS Laboratories high performance styling gel is going to be super lightweight. We can confirm that. Does it add shine? I wouldn't say it really adds too much shine at all, if any. It adds volume. We got a good amount of volume. I say it's a light enough or a lightweight product where it's not gonna weigh things down, but it's gonna lift things and like separate the hairs to create more of like a temporary effect of looking like there's more volume there. Does it think it thickens and strengthens? I can't really vouch for that, just because typically you would need more of like a longer time span of using the product. I've only used it for like at most 3 weeks, so hard to really vouch for that. But seeing the reviews and just like how other people have used it, just it's promising. And I think that's pretty much it. Like, I'd say for this product, it'd be more beneficial to use it with other DS Laboratory products. By itself, it's a very temporary effect. Definitely can kind of give the illusion of having like thicker, more fuller hair. So if you're trying to get a style that does that, yeah, this product will do that. But in terms of like a long lasting impact of strengthening or like thickening your hair, I say you probably need to really combine it with their other products, just because this isn't really necessarily affecting the scalp itself, and that's what I have found from like reading and researching. That's the most important part of how you're going to prevent hair loss or just how your hair looks. It's like your scalp health. Yes, your hair health itself is something to take into consideration just because that's how things are going to look, but how things are going to grow, that's going to be very dependent on the skin on your head. So if you're not taking care of that, you're not going to be getting good results in terms of how your hair looks. So this is more of like a temporary band-aid of let's make the hair look good right now, like what's available. But if you're taking the long-term approach to it, definitely consider like their other products, just because that's more designed to really kind of settle on the scalp and kind of help the hair like growth process, or prevent the rate or prevent the increase of the rate of hair loss. That's gonna, oh yeah, it gets complicated. So that's pretty much all I gotta say. I know this is gonna be a long ass video, but it was interesting. It's interesting to like really dive into it and kind of see what's out there in the market for this, like, I wouldn't say it's a niche, but like just this problem, because I'm sure at one point I'm gonna have to deal with this. So why not just research it now? So it was fun.